Hey there, this is the One Boom, and today I thought I'd hit you guys with an opinion I have about Modern Warfare 2's perk system and how I want them to rework it. This video's basically pointless because there's no way the specific thing that I want is going to happen, but it's something that, if I could wave a magic wand, I would make happen, so let's make a video about it. That's what this channel's here for, right? So the perk system is arbitrary and stupid in Modern Warfare 2. While it's not absolutely game ruining, it is game limiting. Honestly, I had more freedom building my class in something like the original Modern Warfare 2 or even COD 4 in comparison to what we have here, where throughout the course of a roughly 10-minute match, the perks which define your playstyle slowly become available to you. Because, of course, it would break the game if I started a match with cold-blooded active, right? Every Call of Duty game that allowed me to start a match with cold-blooded active was essentially broken because I could have it from the start. Same with perks like Fast Hands or Engineer. And God forbid if I want cold-blooded and Engineer, right? That's just silly. I think it's funny that this game tackled a problem that didn't exist while not tackling a problem that's existed ever since Call of Duty first did it. A problem that was remedied in 2012. I'm talking about guaranteed lethals and tacticals. Guaranteeing a player C4, Simtex, frag grenade, throwing knife, or concussion, flashbang, smoke grenade, gas grenade. It causes an issue where every gunfight has this potential variable. You go behind cover because the gunfight lasted longer than 1 second, and suddenly your screen is pure white, or you're taking massive amounts of explosive damage and you're wondering, why didn't I run EOD? Oh, that's right, I only have 2 base perks because I'm playing the new Call of Duty game. Anyway, what I'm saying is, what if we could fix both issues? We do what Black Ops 2 did back in the day and fix the guaranteed lethal and tactical issue, and then we can also fix this game's issue, which is the perks are bad. The perk system is bad. It is just arbitrary and stupid, and we hate it. It is safe to say this perk system is either tolerated or hated. Nobody prefers starting a match without fast hands. Nobody wants to start a game and have to progress in score before they can start using quick fix. Nobody wants that in a Call of Duty game. I would rather my lethal and tactical become available midway through the game than my perks, because my perks decide my playstyle. Call of Duty is an RPG of sorts. You pick the role you're going to play into, in the sense that you are picking perks, you're picking modifiers, which will allow you to take part in different playstyles. Sentinel or Rusher, whatever the hell they want to call them. Camping, stealthing, rushing, perks decide that. So, hope you don't want to be fast because you don't have fast hands until midway. Okay, I've ranted enough, I get it. Let's start with my solution. A Pick-5 system. A Pick-5 system would fix this issue. Instead of you have your lethal and your tactical, and then you have your 2 base perks and your bonus perk and your pro ultimate perk or whatever they call it, we're gonna do something else. What if every class has 5 points that you can allot to perks or lethals and tacticals? This wouldn't affect your primary and secondary weapons. Those are still gunsmithed. That's how that works. That has its own trade-offs and downsides and pros and cons. That's its own system. But when it comes to your perks and lethal and tactical, you have 5 points to choose. The one modifier I will give to this, if they want to keep the ultimate perks as something that's a little bit more hard to pursue, then I would say that, fine. An ultimate perk can cost 2 points, and the system still works out pretty nicely. Because you could have 3 perks and then an ultimate perk, or you could have 5 perks that are just, bonus and standard, or you could have 2 ultimate perks and a standard perk, or you could have 3 standard perks and a lethal and a tactical. A lethal and a tactical cost a point, an ultimate perk costs 2 points, and bonus and base perks cost 1 point. If I want to run a class that has Engineer, Cold-Blooded, and Fast Hands, I should be able to, because then I only have 2 more points. Do I want Battle Hardened and EOD and really just fill up on perks, or do I also want a frag grenade or a piece of C4 or a throwing knife? It's up to me. In case any of you are as slow as you sometimes seem in my comments section, let me explain this. Bonus perks and base perks would be put into one category that costs 1 point. Ultimate perks would cost 2 points. Lethals and tacticals each cost a point. And then you have 5 points for your class. It doesn't affect your primary or your secondary or your field upgrade. Just, it fixes the perk and lethal and tactical issue. Hopefully that makes sense. There's a link in the description if you want to get one of these cool shirts. Use code ONEBOOM10 to save 10%. Plugged an ad. To really mix this up, they'd have to add some perks that really drastically change your class, like maybe a perk, an ultimate perk, which gives you 2 more attachments on your primary and secondary weapons. Like, that'd be really cool. And it might be something you want to use over Ghost. That way, if you want more attachments and Ghost, then you only have 1 perk point left. That's a pretty massive trade-off. Is that going to go to Tracker, Battle Hardened, Cold-Blooded? What will that go to? If you want Ghost and Quick Fix, you can have it, but now you only have one perk left. You maybe, EOD for survivability or Scavenger for reliability, and that's gonna come down again to your playstyle and how you want your play session to be. And what really bothers me about the current perk system, it doesn't care how you want your play session to be. It doesn't care if you want to do stealthy or rushy or campy or objective oriented. It wants you to wait to have the things that make your class actually work. It wants you to work for your playstyle, and Call of Duty just never was like that unless you wanted to run Specialist, which isn't even in the damn game. This is a problem that nobody had, and we've had this problem remedied in previous COD games, and I would say the two best examples was, let's just say, Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts. Those games dealt with perks being important. Call of Duty Ghosts giving every perk a different point value, and the points that go to your perks take away from your ability to run a lethal and tactical, so you don't get free lethals and tacticals, and every perk has a different point value. Or just the Black Ops 2 system where everything cost something, so no matter what you ran, whether it was your primary, your secondary, your perks, your wild cards, your lethal, your tactical, you only had 10 points to spend. A Pick-5 system where you choose your perks and lethal and tactical would solve this game's perk issue. Everyone would be able to pursue the playstyles they want. And if a perk becomes a crutch perk that everybody runs forever and Infinity Ward doesn't like that, they can nerf the fucking perk. If they don't want everyone running Ghost, nerf Ghost. If they don't want everyone running Cold-Blooded from the start of the game, change how Cold-Blooded works. Don't put my playstyle on a timer, make my playstyle something that is a balanced element of the game that no one's going to be angry about. I love Infinity Ward. I think the created class systems in Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts, and MWII 2019 are great for what they are. But this is the dumbest idea I've ever seen Infinity Ward pursue. I mean, the game should have a ninja perk. I think the game should have a bling perk. I think the game should have a lightweight perk, and that's a whole other subject. I have a video I'm gonna do about the perks I think Infinity Ward should add to Modern Warfare 2, because I think they'd make the game more fun, even with this game's current ugly little perk system. But I wanna be on record as advocating for a Pick-5 system for this game, and I wanna know what you guys think about it. Would you guys enjoy a Pick-5 system where the bonus perks and base perks are essentially put into the same category, ultimate perks are in a slightly more expensive 2-point category, and lethals and tacticals cost a point as well? That system to me would make the game so much more fun to play, it's so much more exciting to play. I think I get what they were trying to do with the perk system. They want more interaction with gadgets and equipment than passive buffs that just affect your character. But hey, this is Call of Duty and we buy it for that Call of Duty experience. If I want passive buffs on my character, I damn well better get passive buffs on my character. The solution to a passive buff issue is change what the buffs are. Don't just put them on a timer. Anyway, let me know what you think. You've heard my opinion enough. I'll be doing a video about why the firing range sucks and the perks I think they should add to this game's current perk system, or just to the game in general, even if the perk system is reworked. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.